What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this crazy bomb play from this gun tight flex formation. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So first and foremost, I do want to say that I do understand that maybe some other content creators have done a gun tight flex, you know, the little bomb play. It's just that I haven't personally seen it myself, but what I do see is a lot of people running this play online, and you guys are going to be able to see it here in a second. So it's a really popular play. I just want to show you my favorite setup from it. So if this setup is similar to somebody else's setup, I just want to go ahead and apologize in advance. It wasn't any intention in it, just wanted to make sure I throw that out there. And it's, you know, I just like to do that in case, you know, whenever I do a formation I feel like it's kind of popular, then I make sure to say that every time, so I don't get accused of, you know, trying to say that, oh, I'm stealing somebody's setup or something like that, because you know, I don't mind at all giving credit to where credit's due. But regardless, we're gonna be talking about this gun tight flex formation. So the playbook this is found in is the Rams playbook. Again, this is found in the Rams playbook. Now, as far as personnel goes, I like having my fastest player right here where Robert Woods is, which I don't know why my roster isn't updated on this particular account that I'm on. But anyways, you want to put your fastest receiver here, and you want to put your best route runner right here. That's why we have Cooper Kupp right here, because your best route runner here, and I like having my fastest receiver here, and I like having my third fastest or second fastest, however you set it up, right here. So that's how I like to do personnel. Now, the play we're going to be talking about is going to be this PA post shot, and I'll be showing you guys against a dollar look, since that's mostly what you'll get when you come out in shotgun formations inside of you know, playing Madden. That's what you're normally going to get. Now, as far as personnel goes here, I do have two good safeties at linebacker, I have two good slot cornerbacks, and I have speed on the outside to simulate, you know, what you're going to see online, you know. So basically, I'm going to be showing you guys against cover 3, cover 2 variations. I'm going to show you against cover 4, and I'm going to show you against different man coverage variations. So hope you guys do enjoy this. So let's go ahead and start off in cover 3. Now, this is what the play looks like stock. So my favorite setup to do out of this is take triangle, put them on a slant. You want to take your running back, put them on a swing route, and I like to re-drag my tight end. Now, last thing I do like to do is motion my receiver out, and I like to let him set. Don't motion snap, just let him set, because you want to give this route as much room as possible to run. Now, you can run this play in the middle of the field, or you can run it to the short side. So you can be on the short side and motion them out to the wide side. But don't run this to the short side and motion them to a short side, if that makes sense. So you notice how we have all this space out here. That's how you want it. You want to give this route enough room to run. So basically, let's go and snap the ball so I can show you guys. So you see we are in cover 3. And all you want to do is just go ahead and buy a little time. You normally want to try to double team, sit in the pocket, step up if you can. And you just want to go ahead and deliver that strike right there. And you can tell we actually do have a step on him, because what's going to happen is going to end up being a foot race between you and that free safety. So as long as your quarterback has enough throw power and you have a great receiver, so for example, like a Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill connection, then you're going to bomb pretty much cover 3 every single time. Now, if you don't have a strong quarterback, sometimes they're going to give you a out of range, and there's nothing you can really do about that. But notice when I throw the ball, so you want to throw the ball as soon as he crosses this space right here, and you're going to be able to tell just this third is just nowhere in sight, you know. So like I said, these zones have been bad for a long time, and they're still bad, obviously, but that third is just really never ever going to get there. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, Real, what if they D-pad? What does that look like? So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. And also, I still want to show you guys the other read progressions in case that bomb isn't there, or you just want to read something else, then I'll show you guys that, because the user's going to have to do something. If the user doesn't do anything on this play, we're going to bomb him, and if he tries to run with our bomb play, then we're just going to dot him up, and you guys will be able to see that here in a second. And also, last thing I did forget to mention, if I forgot, take X, you want to re-drag him. It's not mandatory, I just personally like to do it. But you see we do have cover 3 with the deep half, and I just want to show you that it's possible. You know, I'm not going to say you could bomb it every time, but it's definitely possible if I have enough time. And yeah, you can see right there, it's going to just be the same thing where we have a foot race with that safety. For whatever reason, this route is ran so deep to where that deep half is just not going to be able to respect it until it's too late. And it's really just because nobody's in this area. Zones are kind of taught, you know, in the last couple years, if nobody's in an area, they're going to just find something to do. So that's why he kind of just looks and tries to find the slant right here, and he's kind of just sitting. And at this point, he's like, oh, hey, that guy's coming into my zone. But by that time, you're already going to be letting that ball fly. So there's literally no way this guy should ever pick that ball off. Now, I do want to show you, you might be saying, Real, okay, what if he just backs off his corner and then put him in a deep half? That should fix it, right? So let's just look at it, right? So we see we bat them off. We have him in a deep half. So let's go and set it up. Triangle on a slant. R1 on the swing route. I like to redrag circle, excuse me, not circle, redrag X your tight end, and you want to go ahead and motion out this receiver right here. And like I said, you want to motion them out and let them set. Now let's go and snap the ball so I can show you guys, because you might be wondering. So we'll try to buy a little time. Now I don't know what's happening. Square just really got beat up on the play, but even still with him getting beat up on the play, we are able to just, you know, deliver a strike. Now I'm gonna replay, show you what happened. This will never happen to you online. The reason why it won't ever happen online is because most people are gonna be zone dropping in some variation, and this is all Madden practice mode, so they do a lot of just, you know, weird things that you only will see in practice mode. And this is an example of that. So notice right here, I'm trying to run the route, and just, you know, he just gets bumped completely off his route, and then, you know, he has to get rerouted, bumped again. Like, that will almost never happen in game. I could promise you that. But regardless, let's take a look at everything else that's open, right? So why I got you guys here now, this out route based, not out route, excuse me, the swing route is going to push out any outside zones. So like your purple or whatever, or cloud flat, is going to push them out. Now if they have a vertical hook, the vertical hook will sit right here, but if they have a hook curl, what's going to happen is that this throw right here, this little window that you see, that's going to be open. You can low ball that and complete that. So if the user does not cover that, you can take that all day. Now this side is a simple drag crosser concept. So the drag is going to pull down any of the purple clouds. It's going to pull it down a little bit, and you're going to have this nice dot right here that's going to be wide open on the sideline. Now you can't pass that up or it will be a pick. You want to aim this ball right about here to where they just do a nice toe tap animation. So that's exactly how I like to do that. Now real quick before we move on, I just want to show you that left side read to show you that that read definitely is open. So I'm gonna go ahead and spot that guy right. You see we are in cover 3, triangle on the slant, R1 on the swing route. Let's go ahead and take X, put him on the drag, go ahead and motion him out and just let him set. But I just wanted to show you that that circle route does get over the top of those zones, just in case you were curious about it. So you can tell, you just want to wait, and then you'll be able to pass lead it right there in that little corner. Now if for whatever reason you're not comfortable throwing that, or you think that it's too close, or maybe he has a really nice click on, you can always just take your drag route, you know. Don't be scared to take a drag route. If I can get to it, yeah, don't be scared to take a drag route. Take it right here. You notice how he stays up. You could definitely throw this drag route. You can gain you about 4 or 5, maybe 6 yards. You can take that, you know. Force him to have to put like a double Mabel, and then I might do a part 2 showing you how I like to deal with double Mabel, because that's definitely what you'll get with this play. If you spam this play and anybody's halfway decent, they're gonna call double Mabel, and I'll still show you how to deal with that. But either way, this play is still really great. But next thing I want to show you is going to be cover 4 drop. So you might be wondering, okay, Real, what about cover 4 drop? Now cover 4 drop is going to be just literally the same exact thing. So here's the setup right here. You're going to take them, motion them out, you're going to let them set, and all you need basically for this play to work is time. Now if for whatever reason you're getting blitz, you can simply block your running back if you want. But you can tell right there, I mean, that's just literally wide open. I got kind of a bad pass. I was trying to flow it way more over his head, which they will let you, but they just didn't let me that time. But if you're getting hollered at, literally just blitz. I'm not about to say literally blitz, but literally just either keep the play action or just block your running back, and I promise you're going to be good. But against this type of offense, they really not going to blitz you too hard. But if they do, then there are other plays you can run, other setups, other spot plays that I like versus blitzes. So I may do a part 2. Just drop a like if you do like this, and I'll consider doing a part 2 to kind of give you a compliment to this play, because I definitely do not encourage you just to spam this one setup the whole entire game. I would never advise that. No matter what play it is, no matter how good it is, you never spam a play. But anyways, so just drop a like if you are liking this, and I will get on a part 2 for you guys. So I showed you cover 4 drop. You seen how open it was. I don't really want to talk about it again. It's self-explanatory. So I'm gonna show you cover 2, and then I'm gonna show you the different variations of cover 2 and just how to deal with them. So take a motion them out, right? So triangle on a slant, R1 on a swing route, X, go ahead and re-drag them. Now with this setup, basically what's going to happen is that we're going to be able to split that safety. You tell he kind of does drop down just because of how deep halves are taught this year. So if they don't have work, they kind of will just shuffle real still. When you do this particular route concept, it's how the other bomb plays too, but when you do this particular slant concept with this really deep post route that's ran, what's going to happen is that this deep half safety, at a certain point, he just stops. You see how he stops and he shuffles out towards a slant? And that's going to create literally just the easiest bomb of your life. You know, you just literally just bomb, just press the button and let him go get it. That's literally all you got to do. Now let's talk about cover 2 again. Now let's say he puts that linebacker in the middle third, right? So you might be thinking, all right, this is obvious, right? And let's pass commit too. So you see we guess pass. Let's do it one more time, guess pass. Now technically this play should be non-existent, right? So let's just take a look and see. So we're going to do the same exact setup. Here we go right here. Now, I did have press animations that happen, so that's going to be a little harder too as well. But even with the press animations, what you're going to be able to tell is as long as that's your fastest receiver, as long as they don't have just a, and you really can't put a cornerback and linebacker unless you're in a Pacific defense, which I may do a video on, but that will be almost the only way that you can stop this. Even if you have a high speed player, a lot of times their zone coverage is not going to be great enough to match it, so they actually won't be able to play this route. Because what happens is that, like with this particular route concept, he just doesn't get back immediately. He just kind of shuffles, and then he's like, oh hey, I need to go turn around. But by that time, look at how much of a step we have on him, and look at this throw over here. So as long as this receiver is your fastest receiver, then he will be able to go get that, unless you're playing with like the Patriots, who have like a what does Patriots have? Like a, I think the highest speed they have is like 88 or something like that, something crazy like that. So unless you're playing with the Patriots, that's the only way. Now, if they're doing stupid stuff like dragging this guy back or something like that, then just run the ball, or just run a different play, if they're doing something dumb like that. But you might be wondering, okay, bro, what will it even look like? So just going to show you that, because why not, Now I'm gonna back off that cornerback out there because I don't want to press it, because most of the time you're not going to see press animations when you play online. So let me go ahead and show you that. So like I said, if they play something like that, then just wait, and then at that point I would just try to outrun that safety. You could tell. So even if they back him up, it's still possible to bomb it, which is why I said, like, it's pretty crazy. It's a really, really great play in that aspect. So they can't run cover 3, they can't run cover 2. Got to be able to run man coverage, right? And technically they can. It's just you would have to just kind of switch up your route combos a tiny bit just to account for what they're doing. Now, if they're playing this style of man coverage, then you'll be able to bomb them all day. They won't play this style of man just because it won't matter, because as long as he's wins, we're okay. Now with this style, what I probably would suggest is put your best route runner right here if they're going to play press animations. That's what I would suggest. So anyways, let's see if we get the win right there. We really don't get the win as good. But what you're going to be able to tell is that we'll still be able to kind of have that. It was a little window I could have threw it at, but he just really got pressed really hard. Now, that can be one of the answers. Can I tackle him? Okay, let me try going back. What? Thank you. So let's hop into replay so we can actually take a look at this. So what I was trying to tell you guys is that it all just depends, honestly. So right here you can tell we kind of don't get the win animation. So when you don't get the win animation, you actually won't be able to split those safeties easy. But you can tell he still drifted out, but I would have to throw this ball like right now, but that's really not open, to be honest with you. Like, that's actually pretty covered. So at this point, what I would recognize, well, what I would do if I recognize this style of defense, I would just look at my slant, and normally the user regard the slant. So at that point, I would actually look, okay, does my drag win? You see it right here, we actually do get like a super win animation. Then I would hit my drag, or I would see if my crosser would win right there. Crosser really doesn't win. So at that point, I would either just maybe throw the ball away, or if I missed my drag read, then I would throw the ball away at that point. Or unless the user was just, not guarding the slant. So that's kind of how you want to do it versus man. You always want to look and see, is my receiver out there getting pressed? So again, I'll show you that again. Let's see if we actually get a win animation before we move on and talk about, maybe some different setups or something like that. If you want to create, different matchups. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. But keep in mind, I'm shading down and inside also. So if they're playing this style of man, you really just hope square can get a win animation. That's really what you're hoping for. But you can tell the safety kind of slid. But regardless, like I said, you can tell if you don't get a win animation, then it's really going to be tough to complete that. So that's why, realistically, I would probably switch Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods in this particular scenario, because Cooper Kupp is the better route runner on the team. So anyways, let's just say they're playing man coverage, and let's say they want to shade over the top, right? So if they're doing that, let's say they wanted to play this style of man coverage, right? So let's say they wanted to stop the slant, and then they wanted to actually just go and guard, the backside crosser, basically. So if they play this style of man coverage with one high safety, you can actually still complete this bomb play. You just want to make sure, like I said, your fastest player is there. Hopefully I get enough time. They're already going to give me enough time. No, they're not. But okay, cool. I was still able to show you enough to actually go and replay and kind of explain why I like this setup. So quickly, because I want to show you guys maybe one or two different variations of play I like, then that'll be the video. But basically, it's the same read concept. Now, when they shade over the top, a lot of times you will have this route open. As you can tell right here, that's an easy throw. So if the user does not guard this, or if the user does not guard this, those are going to be your 1-2 reads. Now, what I was trying to show you too is that you actually want to wait until he's actually running past the safety to throw his ball. Somehow I didn't take a sack, somehow I still got that ball off. That's actually pretty crazy. But basically, you want to wait until he's right about even with him, and you want to go ahead and throw that ball out here, because you want to let him run away from both of those defenders. That's exactly how you want to complete that. Now, this time when I run man, I'll actually go ahead and I'll go and set it up the same exact way. Let's shade over the top. And then I'm actually going to just, yeah, that's cool. We actually made sure we spot him this time. So triangle on the slant. Here we go right here. Boom. We're good. Go ahead and motion him across. Now, I just want to show you that we can complete the square route. That's the whole point of me redoing this play again. So you can tell right here that square, you just want to wait, and then you just want to go ahead and try to throw him open. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's open every single time, and also this is all Madden practice mode, so it's just a read that I like to look at, you know. Now, a couple other things I'll do if you're having really trouble moving the ball with a single high safety look. So if you're having trouble with something like this, what I would suggest you do is kind of just play around with different setups. So what I mean by that is one setup I like is taking X, putting them on a curl, swing route, slant combo, and then still motion them out. This is one setup I like. Now, another setup I like to do is take a circle, put them on an out route. Small route is out route. Then I'll take X, put them on a slant, and then I actually take triangle normally, and I'll probably put them on a zig route just like this. So this is actually another man beater setup I like, which I'll go and show you this one too. This one's nice too. So basically you're just gonna kind of create a little combo route, and sometimes you can actually have that pass lead over the top too. So it's just basically seeing what the user's going to do. Now, other things I like too, and I'm showing you all these man coverage setups because you're really definitely going to need these. And then after this will be the end of the video though, honestly, because what you want your opponent to have to start doing is playing double purples, and if they play double purples, I mean, they're just giving you a touchdown, so they're not going to want to do that. Or you're going to want them to start trying to just drop more people into coverage. At that point, we're just going to run the ball. So it's really just playing mind games, showing you guys how to do that. Now, another setup I like too is take a triangle, put them on an out route, small route is out route, do the same thing with circle, and we're gonna take X, put them on a curl, and then go ahead and put them on a flare route. Now this is another setup I like because what we're gonna do is kind of make a read if they're putting a purple on that left side or not, because if they're not putting a purple, we'll have that every time. But if they are, sometimes you can actually still throw triangle. It just depends on if they're zone dropping or not. If they're zone dropping that purple, so if they're doing something like this but they're zone dropping, then that purple will actually not be able to play the out route right on the break, which I'll go and show you that too. So you'll be able to throw that like right there is what I'm trying to explain to you. Of course you're gonna pick it up, but like I said, that's only if they're playing a zone drop, because what a zone drop will do, they'll just go out there instead of actually just kind of slow playing it. So I'll show you what I mean by slow playing. That'll be the video after this though, because I'm doing a lot of talking. But anyways, what I meant by slow playing is that you see how he kind of just stands right here and kind of just waits. Now the way a zone dropper will react, they'll just go out there. So you see how he kind of shuffles, he comes, he stops, you know. That's kind of what I mean by slow playing. So that's what it looks like for a normal purple. But if they're zone dropping, he's gonna just come out here immediately. Like he's gonna just kind of just run out here and just kind of just sit, right? And he's gonna sit and just kind of wait right here. Now when they do that, that's where I like to actually throw that right off the break. You want to make sure I went in detail on that. And also, like I said, the same thing here. You just want to look for this out route, and also you can look for this right here if they're not shading over the top. And obviously still, you can still have this read over the top. You just have to wait for it to clear safety. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Like I said, drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and also drop a like if you want to see a part 2 where I kind of talk about more setup versus, you know, different defenses, and to where you're just not running one setup basically. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.